We down here doing what we do, and catfish farming is part of that. Houston Battle joins us, Mississippi Catfish Farmer of the Year. Marlon, Houston, how are you, sir? It's good to have you.
Good. How are you doing? Thank you for having me.
Good. You calling from the great city of Tunica?
I am. The great city of Tunica, Mississippi.
Once the number one place in America with a greater collection of millionaires than any other place, which was quite a long time ago. I think they had the poorest and the richest for a long time. It's been a remarkable transition to the casino industry, but it's still a lot of problems in that area.
Yes, sir. The casino industry has declined over the last 10 years.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the future
glad
is going to be.
We don't know what the future is going to hold for the casinos there, but we are glad to provide jobs in Tunica. I want to say behind the casinos, we are the largest employer in Tunica County.
Yeah. As the Battlefish Farm and Pride of the Pond processing plant is in part owner of that, the plant in Tunica, Mississippi. How many other farmers do you guys actually process?
We do mostly our fish. I want to say 80% is our own fish, but we do have outside farmers. There's a few farmers in Clarksdale, and then we do bring in outside farmers from around the Delta to supplement with our own fish. Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit about, he grew up on a family farm, the fish farm. It was there when Daddy said, strap on the boots, you're going to go to work. Diligently working his way up to operate the farm alongside his father, Bill Battle, and his brother Cooper. Houston's analytical skills have driven key innovations on the farm to optimize the family business. Earned a degree from in business administration at Mississippi State University. And, geez, you haven't been married that long. 2019, married your wife Hannah in the honeymoon. Did you honeymoon there, or is she from Colorado?
No, she is from Mississippi along with me. We got married in Colorado. We got married in Snowmass. So we skied all day, skied to the wedding, and it was a great time.
I got just a couple of questions here. Was it a cotton farm, and your father converted it over when people started thinking about catfish farming?
Yes, sir. It was. My grandfather came here in the 1950s with absolutely nothing, and he started from scratch. He tried everything. He tried peanuts, catfish, cotton. At one time, I think we had a worm farm, but he decided that rice, soybeans, cotton, and catfish were the best, so that's what we stuck with.
Yeah, it is amazing because in my lifetime as a boomer, even in the early years, there was no rice farming. You know, those things came in. We were all cotton, and things had to be introduced, like soybeans. Rice was introduced later, and then catfish introduced later. And when we saw, because I'm from a farm south of you, in Shaw, south of Cleveland, and I mean, when we heard that people were going to start growing catfish, that was the most amazing thing in the world for a farm kid. We thought that's like dying and going to heaven. You can fish, you can eat what you catch, and it was an amazing period to watch the development of catfish farming. Go ahead.
It was. I hear stories of the catfish boom back in the early 70s, 80s, 90s, and they called it black gold. It was a really good industry for a long time.
Are you seeing now it's really tough and there's not a lot of expansion going on?
Yes, it's been tough over the last few years. I think Vietnam, all the imports from the South Asian countries have just really hurt us over the last few years. And recently, back in 2014, we got the USDA inspection, which helped a lot. But I think today, Vietnam is bringing in 29 million pounds a month still into this country.
Wow.
That's really hampering us.
You think we're going to be able to get a handle on that? Because I'm thinking in a restaurant, what's the price differential as far as the buyer is concerned? When the chef goes out or the owner goes out and buys catfish, what are we talking about the difference from quality catfish here in their backyard to buying something overseas that God knows what's in it?
Exactly. The price differential is significant. I'm not sure exactly what, but with a lot of states don't have country of origin labeling.
Yeah.
So the average consumer, they won't see on the menu that it's not a U.S. product, which is a problem. The southeastern states like Tennessee, Mississippi, Arkansas, Louisiana do have it, but I don't think the state of Texas has country of origin labeling. Mm-hmm. And so the average consumer just sees catfish on the menu. They have no clue where it's coming from. But
they also have to, do they have to delineate this as far as a restaurant's concerned? Is there signs posted somewhere, even on the menu, that says this is comes from a foreign entity?
Yeah, I don't exactly know. They'll label it as like southern whitefish. They won't exactly call it catfish, but yeah, our messaging, we try to do a good job of putting on our product U.S. farm-raised catfish.
How many acres do you guys have?
It's roughly 1,000 acres.
Wow.
It's a lot of work.
The technology when we first started this many years ago has changed dramatically, and I know you mentioned that in a little bit on the bio. Just so many different renovations, so many different things. In analytically now, you can just to improve the harvest and the live how many stay alive all the way to the end, and also not to be off flavor. But can you speak to that? Which technology you guys have been able to incorporate in the last few years into the catfish farming industry?
I think the state universities, the extension centers have done a really good job researching for us. We developed the hybrid catfish, which is a cross between a channel and a blue that allows you to have more head per acre per pond, which gets your stocking rate up, which gets your total pounds per acre production off of less acres. So that's really helped us just kind of made our farm smaller, but still get the same number of pounds.
Well, wait a minute. Houston, does that mean that it's a stockier fish, not long and lean, or what? How does that work as far as numbers?
Well, they're just more aggressive eaters. Survivability is a lot better than just a regular channel catfish, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
Is the market still strong as far as when you go to market with those?
Right now, we're in a little bit of a long spell. The economy. If it takes, people had to put gas in their cars, and gas is high at the moment, so they don't have that extra money to go out to a nice catfish dinner. So we're in a little long market right now just because of the inflation in the economy.
You look 20 or 30 years ago, the technology, and today, as far as the harvesting also, are there new harvesting techniques that you guys use?
It's same as it's been since I was a little kid. It's there is room
Nets
for
in the water.
Innovation there, but it really hadn't progressed as fast as we'd like it to.
You, as Catfish Farmer of the Year, and everybody votes on this, and there's a lot of people in that category, just simply means you're doing a lot of the things that have to be done right. When you look at, as a young person, where you think something needs to happen in the future, as far as the state legislature or in Congress, what do you think is the top thing?
I think it's a level playing field. I think we got the USDA, which has helped a lot, but just a level playing field with the Southeast Asian countries. It's hard when their input costs and their labor costs over there are just so much less than ours. It's just hard to compete with an Asian country like that.
And unless there's some mandates that come from Congress nationwide, it's going to be a long battle. Listen, man, congratulations on your award. We thank you for joining us.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You got it. The Catfish Farmer of the Year, Houston Battle. Final segment's coming up next.